and Mel murdered the guy at the top of the indictment. His plea agreement has just been released, so we're going to go through that. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out video. We're going to get to the important parts, and then we're going to let y'all decide. Now, Mel has pled to 2 counts. One is the racketeering conspiracy, and the second is the narcotics conspiracy, and I'm going to spell that out for everybody a little bit. Now, this is the federal prosecutor talking, and it says, with respect to count 1, first, that the defendant agreed with at least one other person to participate in the enterprise charged in the indictment. Second, that the defendant knowingly and willingly became a member of that agreement. Third, that the enterprise affected interstate commerce. And fourth, that the defendant agreed with at least one member of the enterprise will commit 2 racketeering acts. With respect to count 16, the lesser included offense of count 16, the first element, that 2 or more persons entered the unlawful agreement charged in the indictment. Here, that's a conspiracy to distribute or possess with the intent to distribute mixtures and substances containing a detectable amount of 10 grams or more of mixtures and substances containing a detectable amount of an analog fentanyl. And second, that the defendant intentionally and knowingly joined the conspiracy. For Mr. Jones's agreement to plead guilty to count 1 and the lesser included offense of count 16, the government has agreed not to further prosecute Mr. Jones for his involvement in the racketeering conspiracy charged in count 1, as well as his involvement in the narcotics conspiracy charged in count 16. Now, the prosecutors and lawyers have agreed that the guidelines put Mel somewhere in between 11 and 14 years. But again, that's always up to the judge, and we're going to see what happened with that in October. All right, now for the meat and potatoes, and that's Mel taking his plea agreement in his own words, and we're going to read through that real quick. All right, this is Mel talking. He says, in Manhattan, New York, and elsewhere, I was a member of an enterprise, in fact, as detailed in count 1 of the indictment. As a member of that enterprise, I agreed with others that at least 2 illegal acts would be committed in order to maintain or increase my position within the enterprise. 2 of those acts involved the illegal distribution of narcotics. Specifically, in 2018, on 2 occasions, I acted as a courier of the illegal drugs, knowing it was wrong. The court interrupts. Sorry, going back to 2018, I think I lost the